Welcome to Math Simplified. This video is for 9th standard students. We are studying the 5th chapter, Coordinate Geometry. Topic is Centroid. Exercise is 5.5. Please subscribe and share with your friends also. Question 1. Find the centroid of the triangle whose vertices are given by these coordinates. Okay. So here is a triangle and the median is a line segment which joins the vertex with the midpoint of the opposite side. So this is a median, this is a median, this is the median, and they all meet together at one point. This is called the centroid. Okay, and the formula for centroid is the coordinates of centroid gxy is given by the x coordinate is given by x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. That is the vertices, the sum of the x coordinate of the vertices, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. This is the x coordinate of the centroid, and the y coordinate of the centroid is given by y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Okay, so this is the formula, and we are going to use this formula to do the first sum. Okay, they have given the three vertices of the triangle. So let this be x1 y1, this be x2 y2, and this be x3 y3. Okay, and we have to find the centroid of this triangle and the coordinates of the centroid. Okay, so let's substitute the value. Keep xy as it is. Here let us put x1 plus x2 plus x3. That is 2 plus minus 3 plus 7. See, here I have written upon 3, comma, minus 4 plus minus 7 plus 2. Minus 4 plus minus 7 minus plus 2 divided by 3 is the y coordinate of the centroid. Okay, now simplify this. You will get 6 upon 3. This it will be minus 9 upon 3, and that will be 2 comma minus 3. Okay, next sum. So these are the three vertices. This is x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. First write down the formula for the centroid. gxy is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, comma, y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Okay, substitute here x1 minus 5, x2 is 1, x3 is minus 4 upon 3. Similarly, y1 is minus 5, y2 is minus 4, y3 is minus 2. Substitute and simplify, you will get this answer. Question 2. If the centroid of a triangle is at this point and two of its vertices are this and this, then find the third vertex of the triangle. So here they have given us the value of the centroid. Okay, and we know the value of x1 y1. We know x2 y2. We have to find out x3 and y3. So leave x3 and y3 as it is in the formula and substitute the values of all this x1, xy, x1, x2, y1, y2. Okay, here, and simplify it. This x coordinate is equal to this expression, y coordinate is equal to this expression. Okay, now simplify this further, you will get x3 and y3. Find the length of the median through A of a triangle whose vertices are A, B and C. Oh, okay, so here we have to find the length of this median. Okay, so we know a median joins the vertex with the midpoint of the opposite side. So MXY is the midpoint of this line segment BC. We know the coordinates of the vertices. Okay, so first we will use the midpoint formula and find the coordinates of MXY. We know that MXY is equal to 1 plus 5 upon 2, comma, minus 1 plus 1 upon 2. Here it is. Simplify, you get 3 comma 0. This is the coordinates of M. Okay, now we have to find the length AM. We have to use the distance formula here. Okay, we know the distance formula, that is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Here x1, x2 will be A, the point, and x2, y2 will be this point M. Okay, substitute, use the distance formula and you will get the answer, the length AM. Question 4. The vertices of a triangle are, so here are the 3 vertices of the triangle. If the centroid of the triangle is at point 5, -1, then find the value of this expression. So here they've given us the 3 vertices of the triangle. Write down the centroid formula. We know the value of centroid as 5, -1. Substitute here. This is x1, 1 plus h minus 4 upon 3, 2 minus 3 plus k upon 3. Okay. Now this is the x coordinate, which will be equal to this. Write it down. This y coordinate will be equal to this. Write it down. Simplify, you get the value of h as 18, k as -2. Okay. Now this value you have to substitute here, because they are asking us this expression. So here I have substituted it and solved it, and I get the value as 20. Question 5. Orthocenter and centroid of a triangle are A, B respectively. If C is the circumcenter and AC is the diameter of the circle, then find the radius of the circle. Okay. So here there are 3 terms given: orthocenter, centroid and circumcenter. Okay. Now the rule to remember is, in any triangle, orthocenter, centroid and circumcenter will lie on the same line. That is, they are collinear except for an equilateral triangle. Okay. So here in this sum, they have given us the coordinates of orthocenter, centroid and circumcenter. And another thing, important thing to remember is, the centroid will divide this line segment joining the orthocenter and circumcenter in the ratio 2:1. Okay. So here we know the ratio m:n. Okay. And we are going to apply the section formula here to find the coordinates of the point C, X, Y. We learnt about section formula in the previous exercise. Please go through that and practice that, and then come back to the sum. Okay. And then use that section formula to find the coordinates of X and Y. Here we get the coordinates as 6 and 2. Okay. After finding the coordinates of C, which is the circumcenter, we learn that AC is the diameter of the circle. Okay. They are asking the radius. If this is the diameter, let us find the length of this AC by distance formula. So here you are going to apply the distance formula. We know the coordinates of C, that will be x2, y2. A will be x1, y1. Simplify it, apply distance formula also. We have learnt, we have done many sums on it. Please go through that again and apply the distance formula. You will get the diameter as 3√10. Radius is diameter upon 2. So divide it by 2 and you will get the answer. Question 6. ABC is a triangle whose vertices are A, B and C. If G is the centroid and BDCG is a parallelogram, then find the coordinates of the vertex D. Okay. So here ABC is the triangle. Okay. And G is the centroid. So here they have given us the coordinates of A, B and C. We will apply the centroid formula and find out the coordinates of this point G. So here we get it as 2, 2 centroid. Okay. Now there is this another point here D, in such a way that this is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, the diagonals will bisect each other. That means this is the diagonal BC. The midpoint of BC is equal to the midpoint of GD. This is the another diagonal. Okay. Use the midpoint formula and find out the midpoint of BC. Okay. So this is the midpoint of BC. This is equal to, use the midpoint formula for this. Here we do not know D, so it will be X and Y, unknown X and Y. Write coordinates of D as X and Y and write down the midpoint formula. Now here this is equal to this, therefore this X coordinates are equal. This is equal to this and the Y coordinate is equal to this. So here it is. Simplify, you will get X is equal to 1, Y is equal to 0, which is the coordinates of the point D. Question 7. If these 3 points are the midpoints of the sides of a triangle, then find the centroid of the triangle. The centroid of a triangle obtained by joining the midpoints of the triangle is the centroid of the original triangle. What it means is that the centroid of this big triangle, okay, will be the same as the centroid of the triangle which is formed by joining the midpoints. Okay, so here they have given us the coordinates of the small triangle. Okay, we can find the centroid of the small triangle by using the centroid formula. Okay, and that the centroid that we find is the same centroid for the big triangle also. So once you find the centroid, this is also the centroid of the original triangle. Okay, so